Welcome to the video podcast for Man of Dust. Today I'm going to be talking about another track on the album, Jiggalo Jon. I'm going to be talking about the story behind the track, I'm going to be talking about the instrumentation used to put together the track, and lastly I'm going to be putting the track on the flip side of this video so you can listen to it. Remember, the album will be released this Thanksgiving. If you like, you can go to the SoundCloud Man of Dust after this video so you can listen to the track if you like. So scooting ahead to the track itself, Jiggalo Jon. It's kind of the capstone of the album. It's the last track on there. It's a bit autobiographical for me. It's not all of it applies, but it's about this epic wandering cowboy figure. And music is a bit kind of like my therapy. It's how I work through issues I'm going through in my life. It's how I talk about things I've experienced, but kind of through this veil where I don't have to say exactly what's going on. For those of you who feel like you're trying to live your life, but life keeps slamming you up against the wall, but you keep fighting, you keep trying. This song was written for me in circumstances like that. But for you, if you're going through things like that, this song is also for you. And I hope you, if you relate to it, this song brings you some solace or some enjoyment in some way. So on to the instrumentation for this song. Guitar is kind of the backbone. Bass is, I've talked about it before, my Kala U bass. I'm not going to belabor the point, but I really like this instrument a lot. I've talked about what it is before, so I won't stress it. A rhythmic kind of additive that's also kind of melodic as well is the 8-string ukulele. I love 8-string ukulele. I've recently gotten into it. I use a lot of ukuleles in my music. I really enjoy the sound that they add. So 8-string ukulele is a bit of a rhythmic boost in this song, and hopefully you enjoy what it adds. And I use, for percussion, I use both shaker and tambourine. Tambourine's right here. Shaker, I apparently forgot to bring over there, but it's right there, and we all know what a shaker looks like, so it's not that exciting. Wind instruments that I used a Baroque recorder. Well, it is a Baroque recorder. It's a recorder, and it's not that type of recorder that's multicolored plastic that you use in 4th grade to play Mary Had a Little Lamb and it's out of tune no matter how good you try. This is like a legit recorder. This one is Pearwood. It's German-made Merc. So actually, when I was in high school, I actually used to play like classical music on it, and I actually entered like a concerto competition with the local symphony, and I won, or I placed. And I got to play like a song at a concert. It was fun, but as I kind of started developing my own style of music, I use recorders in more of a folksy way, kind of like you would a tin whistle. It's like a tin whistle, except it has more of a round tone, not that classic breathy tone of the tin whistle, and you can play all the chromatics on a recorder. I actually have all the recorders sized from bass to sopranino, and I'll have to show you guys that one day. I also use transverse flute. I've been playing transverse flute since I was 13. I won't tell you how long I've been playing it. I'll just let you guess at the math of how old that makes me. But since I was 13, I've been playing transverse flute. I think when I was 13 to 16, I had delusions of becoming Ian Anderson one day, which never happened, but it was in my head somewhere. I use it, again, in more of a folksy way now, and it adds just a beautiful kind of floating sound over actually a lot of the tracks in the album. I use transverse flute a lot, so be listening for that. And then lastly, I use melodica. Now, this is kind of an older retro-style melodica. Lots of times this is kind of that full keyboard, black and white style with the tube coming out that people blow through. This, you hold like this, you blow into. This has got the buttons, not the full keys. One thing I do a little bit differently, I use a technique I employ when I play the quena, the South American flute, and that is I quiver my diaphragm, and I think it gives it more of a harmonica sound, which I kind of enjoy, but it still kind of has that melodic taste. So instead of playing like this, I play it more like this. I don't know. I think it gives it more like a everyone around the campfire kind of sound, and I like it. But anyway, that's the track, kind of broken down. It's coming up next, Jiggalo Jon. If you like it, follow my YouTube channel, and I hope you're looking forward to the recent release of the album in Thanksgiving time. All right. Once was a man named Jiggalo Jon, and he wandered down the road from the river. Jiggalo Jon was a bad-eyed one, but the best kind that ever was around. He lit up his flame like a mighty torch, and he cooked his food round that fire. Jiggalo Jon would sing his song, and it'd echo across the canyon. Jiggalo Jon nearly gave up the fight at the pass where the snow was falling, but he was not the kind to give up any life when the whole world came up crawling. Jiggalo Jon sent them all running back to hell with their tails between their legs. But why he fought so hard when his body was so doomed? Why that? The question still begs. One day Jiggalo Jon stumbled off the road, said it's time to dig a grave. He laid himself down in that sand. He was too far gone, too broken to save. And Jiggalo Jon, that bad-eyed one, he died on the first of the year. To his song, no one ever shared